talk about the game? Obviously, you guys had about a week in between games. Talk about how you guys responded, especially going up, early 10-0.
Yeah, I thought we started the game extremely well. This week was a little rough. Every time, we just got finished with finals, and so a lot of them hadn't had a lot of sleep because we've had some tough finals this fall semester, and so it's not an excuse because we started the game extremely well. We started on a 10-0 run, did a lot of things right, and got a pretty good lead at halftime. But the thing that we're disappointed with is our response out of halftime. We've got a senior group. We have basically all upperclassmen except for Shantae, and for us to be able to come out of the locker room and not have that same intensity is something that we've got to get better at. Obviously, our defensive effort on our end and fouling has got to get better. We give them most of their points from the free throw line. You send them to the free throw line 35 times. You're not going to win a lot of those games. We were able to come down and score some points, and so we just have to prove on that end.
You mentioned the defense. You held them to about 13%. In that first quarter, what was working so well for you guys there?
Well, it's not something that you've seen in the past from a Troy team of us being able to sprint down the floor and just simply guard somebody in a half-court set. But it's something we focused on for the last month of being able to say, we can sit down and guard people, and we did. We sat down, we did our job. I thought Harriet did a great job on Micah. She's a heck of a scorer, and she did a great job. But it wasn't just her. It was a group effort of the post talking. We do a much better job on-ball screens, but again, we gotta control our fouling.
You had a lot of balanced scoring. You had a few, I think, how many finished in double figures, but you had balanced scoring throughout. How important is that for this team to have a lot of different scorers?
Yeah, well, that's something that we do starting with the recruiting end. Coach C does a great job going out and getting talented players in every single position, and that's what we want. We want to be able to play a lot of people. We want to be able to run the ball and play up tempo, so we're going to sub every 2 or 3 minutes. And so that's what we look for is everybody being able to score, everybody being able to contribute, and making it hard on the other team for a scouting report. You never know who's going to step up and play well the next game.
Kind of mentioned Harriet. She had her best game of the year, 13 points, 12 rebounds. 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. What kind of went into her all-around great performance today?
Well, it's kind of what Harriet does, right? She's had the assignment all year long of being on the other team's best guard. And I thought she did a heck of a job on Mike, even though she was able to score a lot of points. We sent her to the free throw line too much. But Harriet does her job. She knows she's got to be a defensive presence for us. And heck, she was rebounding over our post players tonight. She was just soaring up there and going to get the ball. I think she wanted it more than everybody else on the floor. And so we just got to build off of that too, because Harriet's a heck of a player. And she's got more in the tank. And so we'll just build off of this.
And then the streak continued today, 8 straight games with a different leading scorer with Harriet's 13. How important or impressive is it to have a different leading scorer now in every single game that we've played so far this year?
I didn't realize that, but that's pretty great. And I think that's tough, especially from an assistant coach standpoint who does, all of us do a lot of the scouting reports. I would think it would be extremely difficult to scout Troy because you sit there and say, all right, well, I don't really know who's going to score, but we just put all 13 players on our scouting report because they all play, they all contribute. And it's something we got to keep up. I think we need to build on our consistency, too, with some players. But, we'll take it right now and move forward. We'll take being 6-2 and hopefully get better.
Yeah.